Michigan teacher arrested for smuggling fentanyl, money, cell for phone sex into jail, sheriff says. Are you sure that's not one of the inmates? Lord, that woman got a face tougher than a $2 steak. A Michigan teacher is accused of smuggling drugs, a cell phone for phone sex, and money to inmates under the guise of working as a jail educator, officials said Friday. I don't know who's more desperate, her or the inmates. We are in uncharted territory. I get it, though. You follow the path of least resistance and get them where they're all boxed in, because on the street, she looks like Kathy Bates from American Horror Story. Meredith Leyrer, 54, was arrested on Monday and faces charges of manufacturing and delivering narcotics, bringing contraband into a correctional facility, and bringing a phone into a correctional facility, all felonies. But you see so many inmates making TikToks and going live on Instagram that it almost seems regular, like it's not a problem. Genesee County Sheriff Christopher Swanson said in a video posted to the department's Facebook page on Friday. If you're like me, you're wondering how the hell did she get all that in there? She must have a coochie the size of a truck bed, like she's dropping care packages off to refugees. Leyrer began abusing her role as an educator for the inmate growth naturally and intentionally through Education Ignite program last December. Swanson said it sounds like she took every last word of that very literally. Swanson called Ignite an education model, a culture change. But to see somebody from the inside try to take that down, we have to realize that nothing is sacred. Let's call it what it is. She was tricking. Just a different place and a different price. An inmate approached her like she was a John on the streets, made her an offer, and she was off to get her jollies. He added that the type of drug smuggling conspiracy Leyrer was allegedly involved with at the jail is difficult to undertake. Apparently it isn't. You let a school teacher give you the old Boston George, and those that do use their positions of influence and trust, and they abuse it. Leyrer, who was a teacher at Mount Morris High School, a partner with Ignite, allegedly deposited more than $630 into 3 inmates' accounts starting in December before she began smuggling in fentanyl pills and cans of marijuana wax. How did they decide who was going to service old Meredith for her troubles? Ew, because after looking at her, no one would be excited. Did they take turns or did they play spin the shiv? Surveillance video from the jail allegedly showed Leyrer pass more than 100 fentanyl pills to an inmate inside a folder while they sat at a table during a lesson one day. ABCs and fentanyl pills, one hell of a curriculum. This is not a teacher. This is a drug smuggler who plays the role of a teacher, Swanson said. Damn, let him tell it. That lady was the next coming of El Chapo. Chill. She was just a squirrel in this world. He said Leyrer also smuggled a cell phone into the jail so she could have phone sex with inmates, adding that she made more than 350 calls to inmates in December. Just trifling. You nasty bastards. Because you know this wasn't just talking dirty and breathing heavy over the phone. This was FaceTime 4K HD disgusting. Swanson said Leyrer burst into tears. I'm surprised she still had fluids left in her body. 350 calls in a month, when he told her how disappointed he was in her after her arrest, saying that she told them she had self-esteem and had been groomed by the inmates. Honestly, if you're someone who deals in manipulation, it wouldn't be hard to pick up on someone who is not 100% confident in themselves. Even without saying so, you just notice the signs. Swanson said she began justifying her actions because of her grooming in a similar way an addict does. She remains in custody on a $20,000 bond. Swanson promised that he wouldn't give up on Ignite because of a drug smuggler. He thinks she's a supervillain. We're never going to relent, he said, saying he accepted responsibility that Leyrer's alleged conspiracy was able to continue for 7 months before she was caught. There you have it, kids. If you really want to help someone on the other side of that ball, the best thing to do is not join them. Who's going to have phone sex with her now?